Beyonce's Business Secrets. Beyonce's 5 Rules of Success. When I first saw Beyonce practice her moves for her next performance, I was impressed, but I also was very shocked. The reason I was shocked is simply because she have done her practice moves 40 times. She have done her practice moves 40 different times. I was asking myself, why is it that much? Well, her answer simply, she didn't feel it in her gut. When she feels it in her gut, that's when she stops. But for me, what do I know? I felt she did very well the first time around. If you don't know Beyonce, she is a workaholic. She keeps going and she doesn't know when to stop. And she says, if I don't sleep, nobody sleeps. And she knows how to rub it in your face the next morning.
Good morning.
Hello, my name is Mark Daniels, a factory worker turned entrepreneur over 10 years ago. My life right now is absolutely blessed, but it wasn't always like this. I was confused, frustrated, overwhelmed, and very uneasy about my future until I met my mentor, and he changed my life from the inside out. Why? Because when you usually get somebody who is from the inside, who knows information that you don't know, things will change in your life. I promise you that. So the purpose of my channel is to kind of expose that inside information so you'll be aware of what's going on in the business world. And I'm talking about everything. I'm talking about whether you are in online business, offline business, maybe you're struggling right now, you're having a hard time trying to get going. Maybe you're in affiliate marketing business, but you don't make any money and you've been trying to do it for years. In this channel, I go over a lot of things that people actually don't talk about. And sometimes I go overboard a little bit and I make fun of some people. So it's all right. But as long as you benefit from that, hey, that's fine. So if you want to be here and be part of this channel, all you have to do is support that channel by dropping a like, subscribe, and make sure to hit that notification bell so you can get the latest information. So basically in this video, we're gonna talk about Beyonce. Now, everybody knows Beyonce as the ultimate performer, a musical performer, a musical singer. She is a fantastic person and she has a lot of followers all throughout the world. And I'm not going to sit here and name her Grammys and all the stuff that she did and she won, but there is something that is very unique about her that a lot of people don't have, which is her approach to work. She is a truly entrepreneur. The reason is simply she is worth $500 million at the age of 38. And I'm going to go ahead and share with you her success and why she is successful. And I'm going to share 5 secrets that you can use to grow your business empire. Secret number 1, don't be afraid to make painful decisions. Now, Beyonce made a very painful decision in 2011. She fired her own father. And her own father, as you know, he was, in case you didn't know, he was the first manager she ever knew. Since the 90s, he was managing her business.
I don't need people to think for me. You know what I mean? Like, that's not, I've never been that way and I don't ever want to be that way.
But what she did is, as a typical entrepreneur, and this is what I like you to do, the same thing, and I did talk about it before, is this. Your success is just like a train. Your train of success is going forward. Anybody on that train in your team or someone else that is trying to slow your train to success doesn't belong on that train. And in addition, every person, whether of course you're not Beyonce, for example, but every person that is projecting negativity towards you or toward your business does not need to be around you. This is a must. They should not be around you. Each person, even one person, will actually project negativity and slow down your progress by 20%. Imagine if you only have two of these people. That's 40% negative impact on your own business. So make sure you surround yourself with positive people that are loyal and true to your success and well-being, and they're very loyal. This is a must. Business secret number 2 is to have the right team. What I'm talking about, the right loyal team that execute your vision. That's exactly what she has. She makes it very clear that she is the boss.
Right. I'm Beyonce and I'm the president.
And at the same time, she gives a credit when credit is due for all her people that work for her. Because she understands nobody can do it all by themselves. It doesn't matter how hard you work. It doesn't matter even if you get 2 hours of sleep. I heard a lot of people say that I don't need sleep. I only need 2 hours of sleep. It doesn't matter. If you want to be real successful and make an impact, you have to have a team. I have worked with a lot of entrepreneurs throughout the world. I had regular entrepreneurs and some entrepreneurs that I would call the onepreneur. The onepreneurs, basically, they want to take the credit of everything. They want to be in the spotlight. They want to take their team's hard work and ideas and make it their own. They want to thrive on the expense of other people. And this is basically a disaster waiting to happen. If you are that type of person, I encourage you to immediately stop, because there is a simple reason you probably don't know. The reason is you will be sabotaged by your own team. And I've seen it many, many times. See, when people are not appreciated of what they do, and if they came out with ideas for you to implement, to do, they want to be known that they helped you in that matter. I'm not saying put them on the stage or put them in the front line or write an article about them. Tap in the back will be just enough. But if you simply ignore that they made a contribution and you take their idea, firstly, what they do, the onepreneurs, because they're one, they want to be the only one. What they do is that they dismiss your idea first, and then a few weeks after, they'll make it their own idea. And that one idea could make somebody millions of dollars. Now, in case you are working with somebody else, for example, on a smaller level, for example, you're outsourcing some of your work, it's okay, but be kind to the people that you're outsourcing your work with. Make sure that they're loyal with your material, because you never know, what happens with information when you give it to them. There are some information you should not outsource. You have to do it in the house, and some of it you can outsource as well. So be kind to everybody around you, because someday, somehow, they can hurt you. Secret number 3, which is visionary. Be a visionary fueled with passion. The type of vision that I'm talking about as far as Beyonce is a vision that made her $24 million in about 1 minute. This is a true vision. You see, in 2015, Beyonce performed for Uber, and the agreement was that they will pay her $6 million for her performance. But at the last minute, she said, you know what? Why don't you pay me this money in stocks? Well, the company was like, hey, it's better than us paying cash. We'll just give you stocks. Well, that stock right now is worth $300 million. So that's an increase of 4,900% in just 1 minute. So you're probably wondering, what is vision? You probably maybe heard about vision. People talk about vision. There's books about visions and things like that. It's simply, this is my own definition, by the way, it's simply seeing things that other people don't see. Maybe an opportunity, a product that need to be in the market, or simply an invention like Thomas Edison, for example. So in case you don't have a vision, for example, not everybody have a vision. Some people are born with it. Some people acquire it throughout the years. And this is something that you can actually acquire through your business experience. So if you don't have it right now, it doesn't matter. All you have to do, just make sure that you are looking in places where nobody is looking. You're looking in the future. You're looking in the dark corners that nobody look at. And if you do that, I'm sure you will find something that nobody is doing and you can take advantage of it. Secret number 4, which is branding. A lot of people get confused about branding. I have seen some people online, selling courses about branding, how to brand. There are some coaches that, you can pay them money and they will actually, give you some branding. Some might be a cookie cutter type of branding. And there are some large companies as well that they do the same thing. But my friend, branding is not the branding that your grandma used to know. This is something new. Okay, branding the old-fashioned way, it doesn't work anymore. And I'm gonna tell you why. Branding is 3 things. When people like you, they're loyal to you, they follow you, of course they trust you, then you have a brand. That's exactly what Beyonce did. She went to the extreme that she never even marketed her 5th album when she first released it, for the simple fact that she knew that she has loyal customers, they trust her, they love her, and they follow her. And she knew that she has a brand. So she doesn't need to hire a multi-million-dollar company to do branding for her next album. And you know what? It was a great success. So you're probably asking yourself, what is it for me that I can do to improve or have a brand? Simply, what you need to do is have people follow you, trust you, like you, and the rest is history. You do have a brand. Secret number 5 is operate outside the box. Now, this is right here was given to me by one of the client or the entrepreneurs I was helping. And this is the box, and you're thinking outside the box. Only those who see the invisible can do the impossible. Think about it. Now, what has that got to do with thinking outside the box? Now, let me go ahead and tell you just a few things about that. And then I'm going to go ahead and talk a little bit about, of course, Beyonce. Beyonce operated outside the box when she made a lot of joint ventures with her rival. A lot of people are so afraid of doing something with their rival because they think, oh, I'm going to lose my fans. But if you know that your fans are loyal, they trust you, they like you, and they want you, you don't have to worry about that. She does something that is unusual. She thinks outside the box. This is what's called the blue ocean. She already have a blue ocean, but right now she's tapping into somebody else's blue ocean so she can get more exposure, so to speak, and get her brand a little bit better, but give it a little bit of expansion. And believe it or not, she's the one who actually asked the people to do it. And I'm talking about her rivals, and they were so surprised. Oh, wow, you want to do something with us? Okay, why not? But for you, what does that mean for you? A lot of times, a lot of entrepreneurs that don't do joint ventures, and I just don't know why. I have done over 800 joint ventures throughout 7 years of my life. The idea is when you're doing something with somebody else, you expanding your exposure and you dipping into what I call the blue ocean. I didn't create that word blue ocean. It was a book called Blue Ocean explains that concept. You have a blue ocean and sometimes, okay, this is the max that you can go. So what you need to do is do a joint venture with somebody else, regardless of what type of business you're in. It doesn't mean it has to be the opposite or something is not similar. It could be, but it does not have to be. It could be the same thing. A lot of people can relate better to two faces than just one face, to two opinions than just one opinion. And everybody wins at that point. So make sure to think outside the box. I really hope that you like this video about Beyonce. This is something a little bit different that a lot of people maybe did not expect. But it doesn't matter because a lot of people think that being famous or being a visionary or being a successful entrepreneur, you have to be Bill Gates or Elon Musk and so forth. But you really don't, because As long as you are contributing to the world that you live in and you are being successful, maybe you have some secrets. My advice to you is very simple. Find somebody that is successful and take basically a light from them, just like a candle. Light your candle through their candle. It's like symbolic, but that's what it is, because a lot of people that I see, they try to reinvent the wheel. Don't reinvent the wheel. The wheel has been invented. This is the first thing that I have learned when I first met my mentor years back. And that made a profound impact on my life, because I was trying to do everything myself. I was trying to reinvent or invent something that was already invented and is already out there. If you like this video, please make sure to subscribe, drop a like, and hit that notification bell so you'll be the first to know. And as usual, I'll see you at the top.